a mom, singer, songwriter, and the head of a record label.
One busy and definitely talented lady, and we're excited to have Julia Degler on the ciStage. Thanks for being here, Julia.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your music.
Well, my music is very special and intimate. The songs I'm going to share today are originals, as you guys said, where I talk about stories about life and just different ways that people have gone through different situations, or expressing love, and just having fun with the piano and letting people just kind of feel and emotions.
Hey, do we want to talk about expressing love here? She made a love connection because of CI Living.
Yes, I did.
No kidding.
Yes, I did. My mother was watching CI Living, and Jim Whitmore was on TV, and she said that I should go meet him because we both work with special needs kids. Well, it ends up a year and a half to almost 2 years later, we're engaged.
How cool
Isn't
is
that?
that?
That is the power of CI Living. Right there.
Not that we're taking any credit for it at all. That's really wonderful. So what led you to performing? Because you have ideas, you have things in your heart that you want to share, but there's a difference between having those things and then taking to the piano and sharing it with folks.
Exactly. I was actually born and raised in dance studios. I was a dancer way before I was a singer. When I discovered I had musical ability was kind of in junior high, high school. I tried out for musicals and realized I had a voice and could sing and act at the same time. But I kept going back to poetry and writing my own originals, and didn't really share it with a lot of people, or I shared it with like close friends. They're like, stop sharing that with me. But I would share the poetry more, and then I've been able to put it with the piano and be able to tell a story. And it's just something that I do very intimately, like I said, with myself, to get me through problems and tragedy and triumph. So it's a way I can express, and so I hope it helps others.
So where can people catch you?
Catch me? Well, we're actually going to be at St. Patrick's Day in Mattoon, Illinois. We're going to be having a sham rock night.
Oh, see what you did
Thank
there.
you. Thank you so much. And clever. And so we're going to have a violinist with me and possibly some other guest artists that do original songs down in Mattoon at the Depot, the Lone Elm Room. And then I'm going to be out and about doing things for autism. My son is here today, but we're going to be doing a lot of advocacy. So I like to tie in music with autism awareness also.
Awesome.
Hey, well, we're excited you're here. You're going to spend the hour with us. How are you going to kick it off?
I'm going to kick it off with a pretty awesome song called Come Home to Mama, and I'm dedicating it to my friend Christina. Her son just went off to be a soldier.
Oh.
It's about moms and their sons.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
All right, we'll let you get to the piano.
Okay.
It's Julia Degler right now on the ciStage.
There's a time in a man's life when he feels alone, when he has to leave the home where he came from. Well, he has to fight. He's been waiting his whole life to serve and protect his home. So he picks up the phone and he dials his home. When his father, he might answer, but he wants his mama's voice. She gets on the phone, the only woman of his life. She says, son, how you doing? He says, I'm fine. Then she says those words he longs to hear. Tears run down his face, but he smiles from ear to ear as she says, come home to mama, he can hear her say, come home to mama when you've saved the day. Well, their conversation ends of how you doing? I'm fine. He hangs up the phone. His mom can hang up the other line. And he walks back to his barracks and he gets ready to sleep. But in those late night hours, he can hear say I carried you 9 months only to give you away. Come home to mama, you can hear her say, son, all I can do is pray that God will bring you home someday. Come home to mama.
Wonderful. Love it. Julia Degler on the ciStage today. Her upcoming events coming up Sunday, March 6th. She'll be performing at Shelbyville's First Christian Church celebration. And then, as she mentioned, Thursday, March 17th in Matt Toon's Lone Elm Room. So you can go and hear these amazing songs.
Inspirational songs.
Very much so. You can tell that they come from the heart. So
Yeah. Hey, you can connect with Julia on Facebook as well. So.
All right.